Nicole Beer here, Executive Board and one of the founders of Read Freely Nevada. Today I received a disturbing text message of an email that has now been confirmed to be sent out by Sierra Vista High School in the Clark County School District by Principal Jessica Lovell to every high school administrator in CCSD. Most of those high schools have 3,000 or more. I'll read it to you now. Hi all. This is from Jessica Lovell to every administrator in the 5th largest school district in in the country. In the Wire last week, there was information about making our Destiny libraries public. Click here to view the document. She sent a link. Earlier this week, you should have received an email with a direct link to your Destiny Public Library to post on your website. Prior to doing this, I would suggest taking a look at any titles that could be controversial. A good starting point is the Moms for Liberty website, which she links. And you can sort by rating score. I looked at ratings of 4 to 5. From there, you can determine whether to, air quotes, but quoted, weed the title, or just leave it on your shelf. Call if you have any questions or want to talk further about this process. Jessica Lovell, Sierra Vista principal, was a teacher for a total of 3 years before she went into administration. It has been confirmed that she has gone through policy 6150, provided for by the trustees, voted on twice to a 7-0 back in 20 and back in 2021. We have a policy for challenging books. Several trustees are aware of this. I am also told that Deputy Superintendent Jesse Welsh, and Joan Ebert, Superintendent of the Clark County School District, have been alerted to this. This video is a call to make sure that Jessica Lovell is relieved of her duties. She sent out a domestic terrorist prior to the Trump administration, is what the Department of Justice called Moms for Liberty. The Southern Poverty Law Center, a glowing and esteemed organization that was on the forefront of the civil rights movement in this country, continues to have them called an anti-government domestic terrorist organization. This is like a principal sending out to auto shop teachers that maybe they could figure out how to fix cars if they sent it to the Taliban. Okay? She must be relieved of her duties. Now, I understand that Superintendent Ebert is new to her job. She seems to be trying to make everybody happy. Well, I can tell you this much. If you want a war from the social justice movement in this city on your hands, then you will keep her in her position that she is in. Let me tell you some of the books that Moms for Liberty says should be banned. Can I Touch Your Hair? A beautiful picture book about people not having the liberty to touch Black children's hair. The Holy Bible. That, just to name a couple. As I'm scrolling through, I will see some others. Cat Kid by Dave Pilkey. Many of your kids like Dog Man. That one's on their list. If you look through, folks, what you are going to see is not the supposed pornography, but what you are going to see is the erasure of Black, brown, and other historically disenfranchised people from our community. This is a call to action at the highest levels of CCSD. You must and immediately relieve Jessica Lovell, who violated a policy by sending out information about a domestic terrorist group to all of her colleagues. In addition, with knowing about policy 6150, she purposefully tried to circumvent and get her colleagues to circumvent a regulation voted on by the trustees. Now, I hearken back to the weekend before Trustee Ebert took her position. I saw her at a Bodo Collective, a wonderful West Side urban garden run by strong Black women. Read Freely was there, and I remember having a conversation with almost Superintendent Ebert, saying, it speaks volumes about your character that you're here. And she looked at me and she took off her glasses and she said, this is who I am. Superintendent Ebert and the community, show us who you really are. This woman, Jessica Lovell, cannot be in charge of kids, particularly kids from socially and historically disenfranchised communities. I will not allow my Black, brown, Asian, and LGBTQ brothers and sisters to be erased. We will not allow this. We will be protesting. If you would like to join us, we will be protesting before the board meeting on September 11th if Jessica Lovell is not relieved of her duties, and immediately on grounds of sending out things to links, embedded links into a document to a domestic terrorist organization, as well as calling on her colleagues to purposely go against Regulation 6150. That is actionable ground. She should never be near a child again. Thank you, Nicole Beer, for Read Freely.